What up, guys? Quick video today. One of my favorite guys, Nick from Arete Lifestyle. The guy is just an amazing coach. His mindset's awesome. Love speaking with him. Love working with him. He was able to get a 10x ROI cash collected on the front end of his ads. He spent $500 and made $5,000 in his first month running ads. So love speaking with him. Here's a quick interview with him and his experience running ads with us and working with our systems. In the back end, hope you enjoyed. Let me know what you think.
So, you invest 500 quid, you make 5 grand. That's, it's not a bad return.
Yeah.
Like, the automations are slick. I showed them to a lot of my friends and they're like, what the fuck? Like, that's it. That's unbelievable. The automations alone are worth the money. It would have taken me maybe a year, maybe two, actually work those automations out myself.
So today we've got Nick, one of our clients. Thanks for jumping on, man. And I thought it would just be good to jump on with you real quick and just get some feedback as to how you found working with us, the programs that we've set up, the systems that we have, and yeah, your experience with it.
Okay, so I think to start with, I think when it comes to, maybe lead acquisition or lead generation, a lot of the time as an online coach, you're taught to maybe like focus on your organic content, which is obviously a priority. But there comes a point in time where if you want to scale to a point where you want consistent profit, you need to look at options for generating new eyeballs. I think that was one of the largest bottlenecks which I faced. So as much as Instagram and social media is an amazing platform, you do need to rely on keep on showing up. And there's that consistent level of having to show up and having to compete on content and whatnot, but there wasn't like predictable leads, you could say. And I'll be honest, I've always been quite skeptical of ads or lead acquisition just because I've not really had the resource or information. It seems like a minefield. But just from the way that you guys have, I think, maybe structured the program, like you've made ads really simple. And that's honestly the way I can describe it. Like, I thought Facebook ads was algebra, and actually it's really not that hard. And I think that has been the largest eye opener for us, is that you can actually run Facebook ads and actually set it up yourself and not having to invest a lot of money on agency and fees and control everything yourself and tweak everything. And ads is a science at the end of the day. You can tweak, you can amend, you can see what's working, but when you have control over that, you can literally make those amendments whenever you want. When you're relying on a third party, it's very hard to work at a level that you want to work at. So as far as the results are, like, we've switched ads on and off, intermittently over the last few months to see what's worked and what is, not worked. But I always look at it from like the amount you invest compared to what you could potentially make. So we run a high ticket program at 2.5K. We've now upped that to 3K, but for the first 4 weeks, we invested, I think, 500 quid on ads. And at the beginning, you could probably think, oh, maybe that's a lot of money, but we made sales off that. So, you invest 500 quid, you make 5 grand. That's, it's not a bad return.
Yeah.
Even if you were to invest 1,000, if you're selling a program at even 1,000 or 1,500, like, you are making a return. So for anyone thinking about it, I wouldn't see it as an expense. I would see it as an investment. You have to invest. And the longer you run ads, I think the more return you will get. And that is something that I will work on moving forward, is that we've got to run them for longer, because it is a science at the end of the day. So you want to make it even more predictable.
The thing is now that, you have that immediate return, right? You spend 500, you made 5 grand. But what you actually have now is the actual skill to continue to do that for as long as you want. And you're not reliant on an agency anymore. You're not reliant on somebody that, if somebody is going to run your ads and you're going to pay an agency large fees, they're still not going to care about your business as much as you do. And they're not going to look at the numbers as much as you need to look at them at. So what you've acquired is, some money, but you've also acquired the skills to just do that for forever now, right? So, yeah.
I would also say on that as well, it's maybe think about my program a lot more like holistically. So obviously, again, depending on what kind of coaching program you're running, you're going to focus on one offer. But one of the things I remember you saying when we had our first phone call is every lead should maybe have the potential to be sold something. So I think that was one thing I was missing, is that a lot of the time online coaches focus on one premium offering right now, whereas I think any opportunity is, like a sale. So for example, we've created a monthly subscription for $79.99 where we can bring a client in to have a training plan, a meal plan, all of our education, or if they invest for a year up front, it will be sort of 500, which is almost 50% off. So you have to think, if someone comes into your ads, they're already a warm lead. they could probably invest up to £500 for the year, which works out to about 50 quid a month. Even if I didn't sell my high ticket at all, and I sold 5 of those, I've still made £2,500. Like, you're winning. So always find a way to sell someone onto something.
And this is the thing, when you run ads, you are investing, right? You're actually manufacturing leads, you're manufacturing your eyeballs and engagement. And if you can only sell them one thing, you are pigeonholing yourself a little bit, because you're spending the time. If they're coming to you organically, you're not like massively spending the money. So you can just have that one fit. But when you are running ads, you do want to give yourself the best chance of actually making the money back, right? Because it's your investment, your side. So in terms of anybody, again, you are skeptical of it coming in. Everybody is, because there is a lot of stuff out there that doesn't work. I think how we do ads is a lot different to probably what you've ever done before in terms of how we actually qualify, and how we actually get the person through, because it's much more of a relationship-based, automated qualification piece. So anybody skeptical on the fence, any advice to them?
Even if you don't make any money, the automations alone are worth the money. But I'm like, as in, like, I'm not even saying that. Like, it would have taken me maybe a year, maybe to actually work those automations out myself. But even just to have them within the business alone, I even said, to myself, as soon as I saw that, I said, even if I made no money whatsoever, that in itself is worth so much. But you will make money. Like, the automations are slick. I've showed them to a lot of my friends, and they're like, "What the fuck? Like, that's it. That's unbelievable." You can literally tailor them for lead magnets, for ads. You can swap the wordings. And like I said, it just creates a little bit of a separation between what everyone else is actually maybe doing. And I think that for me is the one thing that I'm looking at. If I want to create a really profitable business, which has a very premium feel to it, I need to be investing into things that are going to separate me just a little bit more. And when someone comes in now to my page and they get an automation, even if they're not going to buy from me right then, I've left an impression on them. So maybe in a few weeks' time, they may invest, or maybe even in like a year's time, they might invest. But I think as a coach now, impressions are everything, and you just want things to be working on autopilot. So yeah, but if you are looking to invest into ads and you want a foolproof way, then like I have used agencies before. I didn't get much of a return, but this is like, I have complete control and complete faith in knowing that I can now run my ads myself. And I don't think I'll use an agency again.
Yeah, and that's exactly what our overall plan is, to make lead gen appointment booking easy for coaches, so they're not reliant on anybody else ever again to actually run the marketing for the business and grow their own business. So, dude, I appreciate you jumping on, and I'm looking forward. We got some more cool stuff coming, and we're about to put some new systems in place with you. So, I'm looking forward to getting these moving.